What is up out there, Joe Bros? Joe Gandalf's here, and look what he's got. Beautiful, unbroken, sealed box of Modern Horizons 2 Draft. Not the set, the Draft. It's got the NC 11411 sticker, so that's how you know it's good. I'm going to broaden my horizons and crush this thing. Oh, if I can get it open. There it is. I'm very excited about this, guys. Lots of cool cards. Fetch lands. Old school frames. Oh, yeah. No box topper in this because it's not a set box, but that's okay. Lately in my videos, I've been doing 6 packs per video. I'm going to drop it down to 4. That was more than 4. Can't count. Just because, you know, cards are a little expensive, and if I open less packs per video, I can get more videos per box of cards. I'm not a math major, but that kind of works out, doesn't it? Because I still want to keep busting out content for you guys, but I don't want to keep busting out my wallet too much. So here we go. This is my first time ever. I never watched any pack opening videos online. Don't know too much about this. Banner Hide Crushok. He's got trample. You can reinforce him. For 2, discard this card, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Scavenge, exile him from your graveyard, and put a number of 1/1 counters equal to this creature's power on target creature. Oh, pretty slick. These are kind of, they feel rough texture. Shattered Ego. 1 drop, creature gets -3/-0. Spend 5, put it on top of their owner's 3rd from the library. All right, Lightning Spear gets +1/+0 and has trample. Sacrifice the spear, does 3 damage to any target. Equip for 1, Blacksmith skill. Target permanent gets hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gets buffed. I love it. Gilt Blade Prowler. Spend 1, tap 1, pay 1 life. Draw a card, only if you've discarded a turn. Fodder Tosser. Look at that guy. No! To discard a card, Fodder Tosser deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. There we go. Silver. I have a hard time holding these. My wrist is injured. I'm too old. Silver Bluff Bridge. Disciple of the Sun. Lifelink. When he enters the battlefield, return target permanent card with mana value of 3 or less from the graveyard to your hand. All right. Tormod's Cryptkeeper. Dude, look at that art. Wow, that is awesome. That reminds me of the Draugr, or however you say it, in Skyrim. Sacrifice him, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Turok's Canticle. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a card from it. That player discards that card, then discards a card at random. So I meant to mention, if I'm opening less packs, going a little slower, I can read what each card does, spend a little more time looking at it. Some people do like that. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Herd Mouth, you may create a 4/4 green beast creature. Wow. You put a counter on him, and he gets buffed. So if you have a card, or he makes a 4/4 token, I mean, obviously he gets buffed. So if you have a card that puts tokens on stuff, holy crap. That would be awesome. Reach and Lifelink and Outlast. Each other creature you control with a +1/+1 has an Outlast. Wow, cool. Dude, so you can just keep buffing them. Only as a sorcery for a 2-drop. Dude, that's awesome. Necromancer's Familiar. Flying Hellbent, what's that? Necromancer's Familiar has lifelink as long as you have no cards in your hand. Okay. Oh, stand by. Pause. And I'm back. Didn't seem like anything to you because I paused it. But my wife called. Her cell phone wasn't working, so she called from her work phone. I talked her through it. We fixed it. I'm pretty much just Necromancer's Familiar. Hellbent, as long as you have no cards, use lifelink, discard a card. Familiar gains indestructible. Tap it. All right. For the rare... Dun, 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 dun. It's not the rare. Yevimaya Elder. He's a human druid. When he dies, you may search your library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal them, put them in your hand. Oh, cool. Sacrifice them and draw a card. That's pretty sweet. All right, now for the rare. Dun, 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 dun. Chitter Spitter. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. Squirrels you control get +1/+1 for each acorn counter on him. Create a squirrel token. Wow, that's cool. Squirrel Army. Treasure token. All right, pack 2. Yeah, I want to get me a fetch land with the original border. Get it foil. It's only a couple $100. No big deal. Mount Velis Manticore. It's an enchantment creature mana core. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may discard a card, and if you do, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of card types the discarded card has. Oh, okay. Jewel-Eyed Cobra. Death Touch. When Jewel-Eyed Cobra dies, create a treasure token. Oh, all right, cool. Foul Watcher. Nightmare Bird. He's flying. When he enters the battlefield, you can surveil, which is like Scry, but you may put it into your graveyard. Or leave it on top. Delirium, he has +1/+0 as long as there are 4 or more card types among the cards in your graveyard. Guardian Kieran. Kieran. It's a Kieran. I don't know what a Kieran is. Looks like a dragon elk. It's epic. He's flying. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a counter on him. Okay. Nested Shambler. When he dies, create X tapped 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens where X is his power. Oh, that's so cool. So you could buff him, and then when he dies, you'll have like 10 million squirrels. I love it. Break Ties. Choose one. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or exile a card from a graveyard. Reinforce. Discard him, put a token on a creature. Glimmer Bairn. Sacrifice a token. Glimmer Bairn gets +2/+2. It's like a little... What's an Oofy? Creature Oofy. It's like a butterfly. It looks like a Teletubby that has butterfly wings, and he's like being weird with that deer. I don't know about that. Faithless Salvaging. Look at the border on this thing. Dude, it looks like it's drawn in pencil. It's like a pencil sketch art. Is that like a thing? I don't know much about this set. Is that a thing? If anyone knows, like, comment or something. Discard a card, then draw a card. Rebound. I don't know what rebound means either. I'm going to set that aside. That's cool. Jade Avenger, he has Bushido 2. Whenever he becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So Frog Samurai. Oh, snap. I wouldn't mess with him. Ravenous Squirrel. There we are. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact or creature, put a +1/+1 counter on him. Sacrifice an artifact or creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Get them squirrels, dog. Tide Shaper. Creature Merfolk Wizard with a kicker. When he enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target land becomes an island for as long as Tide Shaper remains on the battlefield. And he gets buffed as long as your opponent controls an island. Is this a rare? I can't count. Well, there's a foil down there. Nope. So we've got an uncommon. Tireless Provisioner. Landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token or a treasure token. Super cool. All right. Dang it. Another uncommon. I cannot count. Extruder. It's a Juggernaut. He has Echo 4. Beginning of your upkeep, if this came under your control since the beginning of your last upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay its echo cost. I got you. Sacrifice an artifact, put a +1 counter on somebody. Here's the rare, or the foil, and the rare. Inevitable Betrayal. Suspend 3. Rather than cast this card from your hand, pay 3 and exile it with 3 time counters. Remove your upkeep, remove 1. Search target opponent's library for a creature card, and put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Dude. Then that player shows. That is awesome. Wow. Then I have a foil Gargadon, 7/5. Jeez, with trample and suspend. And a squirrel. Wow. Dude, these cards are awesome. This is cool. I'm digging this. This is fun. These are sweet. Hard Evidence. He didn't do so good. Create a 0/3 blue crab token and investigate. The crab is going to eat that dude's face. Well, his face is already gone. He just bones. As long as it's your turn, he gets +2/+0. Madness. If you discard him into exile, then you can cast him. Kill for Mogus. Urban Daggertooth. It's like a street dinosaur. Like, yo, what up? I'm a dinosaur. Vigilance. Enrage. If he's dealt damage, proliferate. Make tokens. Unbounded Potential. Choose one. Put +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 creatures, or proliferate. Entwine. Choose both if you pay its entwine cost. Okay. Gilt Blade Prowler. We already looked at you. Arcbound Prototype. He's modular. He enters the battlefield with 2 counters. When it dies, put its counters on another artifact creature. Very cool. Ooh, here we go. Old school. Time-shifted border, they call it. Aeromoeba. Flying. Discard a card. Switch his power and toughness. Okay, that's actually not that good. Galvanic Relay. Exile the top card of your library during your next turn. You may play that card, and it's got Storm. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. Look at that. Pencil version again. Trample. When he becomes target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. For a 6/6 for a 4-drop? Dude. With the pencil? Oh, and another pencil art. That must be a thing. Mystic Redaction. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you discard a card, each opponent mills 2. Nice. Beginning of your upkeep. That's super cool. Getting some pencil art. Abiding Grace. At the beginning of your end step, choose 1. Gain 1 life or return target creature with mana cost 1 from the graveyard to the battlefield. Is this our rare? Nope. Captain Ripley Vance. He's a legendary human pirate. Whenever you cast your 3rd spell each turn, put a counter on him and then deal its damage equal to its power to any target. That's actually really cool. And for our rare, dang it, I do that every time. Sea Drake. That's awesome art. I love that. When he enters the battlefield, return 2 lands you control to your hand. Okay, and here's our rare. Ooh, look at that art. Sithis Harvest's Hand. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain a life and draw a card. Look at that cool border. Look at this art. This is awesome. I've got a foil hunting pack. Make a 4/4 token. And I've got a zombie. All right, last pack of this video. Oh, boy, this is cool. I'm looking forward to opening up this whole box. I pre-ordered this because I'm afraid that, like, Time Spiral Remastered, all the prices, like, skyrocketed once it came out. So I don't know if that'll happen with this or not. Burden Aerialist, he's a pirate. When he enters the battlefield, make a treasure token. If you sacrifice a token, he's flying. Jewel-Eyed Cobra, we saw you before. Lightning Spear, old news. Cabal Initiate. Discard a card, he gains lifelink until end of turn. Threshold, if there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard, he gets buffed. All right. Late to dinner. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield and create a food token? Awesome. Sinister Starfish. Look at that thing. It's an evil, angry starfish. Look at his mouth. Surveil 1. That's cool. We've got another sketchy art thing. Floodhound. It's an elemental dog. And Investigate. That's actually kind of cool. Jade Avenger. Samurai Frog. Terminal Agony. If you have lava pouring out of your eyes, you should probably see a doctor. Destroy target creature. Madness. Sudden Edict. As long as this spell is on the stack, other players cannot cast. Oh, that split second. I love that mechanic. Target player sacrifices a creature. Junk Winder. Affinity for tokens. It costs 1 less for each token. Wow, so if you have 5 token creatures, sucker costs 2. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, tap non-land permanent an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap during the next phase. Wow. Foundation Breaker. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Now I've got the rare right this time. Rare. Are you, what? Hold on. There's 4. No wonder I'm getting it wrong. There's 4 uncommons instead of 3. I'm not crazy. Angelic Curator. Flying and protection from artifacts. Now the rare. Dun, 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 dun. Ignoble Hierarch. A goblin shaman with Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, gets +1. Whoa, tap him and add 1 of those? Wow, that's awesome. That's a cool goblin. Orthanopter of Paradise and Arthopter. Well, everybody, I had a great time opening these cards. I hope you had a great time watching them. Everybody out there, keep it real, keep it safe, and tune in for more fantastic videos.